So the topic today is the freedom of non-attachment. And a quote from the Bhagavad Gita, your commitment is to action alone, not to the fruits of action. In chapter 2 of the Gita, in the translated version by Prabhupada and Isher Wood, it explains that desire for the fruits of work must never be your motive in working. Perform every action with our heart fixed on the Supreme Lord. In other words, renounce attachment to any fruits, be even tempered in success and failure, for this is the evenness of temper which is meant by yoga. So in the realm of self-surrender, you can free yourself from bondage of virtue and vice during this very life. Sounds like a tall order, but evidently it can be done. And Yogananda wrote in chapter 18 of his rendition of the Bhagavad Gita, verse 19, the sages call that man wise who pursuits are all without selfish plan or longings for results, and whose activities are purified by the fire of wisdom. Yogananda also wrote that when the life force is withdrawn from the senses and is concentrated in the 1,000-petaled lotus of the brain, that powerful effulgence burns out all habits, impulses, and all other effects of past actions that have been lodged in subconsciousness and the superconsciousness of the brain, bestowing on the devotee freedom from all past karmic fetters. A wonderful rendition of that in his book Awake, where he talks to someone about the more you meditate, the more you focus, the more these things will fall away. So what is exactly non-attachment? So let's break it down. Does it mean you give everything you own away and live a life of an ascetic? Some people do that. Well, no, it doesn't mean that. But does it mean that you know enduring and at the conclusion of this life, all is not impermanent? I would say yes to that. Martin Luther King once coined the phrase, content of character. That small phrase easily encapsulates non-attachment, non-judgment, looking at someone for the content of their character, what they actually are, leaving aside judgment. So it's important that you challenge yourself to love and honor all beings regardless of the context of character. In the context of all, we are all one. Thomas Keating, a Trappist monk, also a member of the Holy Order of Rascals, he describes this perfectly in his welcoming prayer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome everything that comes to me today because I know it's for my healing. Welcome all thoughts, feelings, emotions, persons, situations, and conditions. Let go of my desire for power and control. Let go of my desire for affection, esteem, approval, and pleasure. Let go of my desire for survival and security. Another tall order. Swami Vivekananda emphasized that non-attachment meant performing one's duties without expecting rewards or results, serving humanity and God selflessly without seeking personal gain. The spiritual and yogic principle of non-attachment defines non-attachment about letting go of our excessive attachment to people, possessions, outcomes, and in some cases our own identity. So be a bright shining light of the Creator. Avoid what you think others may think of you, what you should look like, how you should dress, how you should act. In place of that, be serviceful. You serve a soul without expecting a return and knowing that non-attachment is actually being in the center of bliss. Good way to start is with meditation. Have faith in yourself to start every day with meditation. I call it everything is AM in the morning after meditation. So show love to your soul by making that connection with the Creator every single day and silently chant to yourself, I now know the bliss and satisfaction that springs from the union of the soul with the living Christ. And that bliss and satisfaction does abide with me throughout all eternity. I know the presence of the living Christ is established in me, and I am the pristine purity of Christ. And as Yogananda said, I am immortal. Behind the wave of my mind is the ocean of cosmic consciousness. And in your daily conduct, in your interactions with others, be aware of your responses. Use love to guide you through the day. Look at them for the content of their character and without judgment. Say to yourself, I am grateful that divinity is established through my entire being, and then remind yourself that today and every day I will courageously and fearlessly exercise the courage to walk in compassion, kindness, and love. And when you're in a challenging situation, stop, take a breath, and study what you're feeling. Dig deep within yourself to set aside the ego and judgments and respond with kindness and love in your heart. And silently chant to yourself, I am abundantly able to succeed in every effort that I truthfully designate. And when speaking, be conscious of what you're saying. Words are energy that can affect you and those around you. Speak without judgment. Think before speaking and silently ask yourself, is this true? Is it helpful? Am I speaking with integrity? Have I been kind? And in your daily associations during your walk of life, with your family, your friends, your colleagues, find that place in your heart, your center, and balance with honesty. With honesty, kindness, and love, and silently say to your day, self, today and every day, I will effortlessly and with great joy walk in the footsteps of the Masters. Recognizing all being as God's source, I will honor God's source by exercising equanimity and radiate loving energy. So as we transition out of meditation, feel the joy that we are experiencing right now, meditating in fellowship. We are co-creating, we are elevating, and we're raising our energy level closer to the Creator as we are all one.
When I hear the Om as I still my mind, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When I see your light as I meditate, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When I feel your love in the garden of peace, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When each face I see shines just like the sun, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When virtue rules and guides our lives, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. As I still my mind, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When I see your light as I meditate, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When I feel your love in the garden of peace, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When each face I see shines just like the sun, heaven is here, heaven is here, heaven is here right now. When virtue rules and guides our